And what's happening? What's happening? It is show number one of none other than the Afterthought. You know how it is when everybody has 2020 vision. They say hindsight is 2020 vision. Well, if that's the case, these six eyes, well, 6 times 6, well, 6 times 4 is but 24 eyes looking at you. 12,
Yep.
how about that? 12 eyes looking at you. And guess what? We are perfect vision on the hindsight. And what we're looking at tonight is that the Chiefs have started the 2024-2025 season perfect, undefeated, unblemished. Not to say they played perfect, but the record is perfect. Totally different start from last year's start, as we were dropping a banner again tonight. We did last year, but that gave me chills, guys. The banner dropping ceremony shown, looking at it at TV, and I ain't gonna lie, goosebumps popped up on my forearm, because when you start saying, will we ever see one? And not only have we seen one, but we have we have seen 3. Well, actually, 4 championship wins and 6 Super Bowls. On tonight, what did you feel coming in, Marvin, that the Chiefs needed to do to get the outcome we got?
Dominate. They need to come out and make a statement that we are the champs and we will be the champs unless you guys wrestle it away from us. And they tried. I'm not going to say that first drive was awesome. And they didn't stall during the game for the most part. They tried to go deep. A lot of passes to Rice, which was good. I like the reverse to Worthy. That worked out perfectly.
That was sweet.
And that was very nice. So I think they came out with a mission and a statement like, hey, we are the champs. And until all of you guys beat us on the schedule, we will continue to be the champs.
Definitely. And as we saw last year, it don't matter how you get it done. It don't matter how pretty it gets done, as long as it gets done. And Billy, do you feel as though for us to have gotten the W on the night, when you thought about it going in, did the Chiefs do predominantly what you figured they had to do, or was there some surprises?
No, I thought they would do what I thought they would do what they're supposed to do. Many people were predicting it to be a 24-27 game. Anyway, I mean, that's where a lot of people were predicting, or they thought it. I know a lot of people were thinking it was going to be a pretty close game, especially coming out of the gate, first game, playing against the Ravens. We know how, how their team, how they flow, and then knowing that what's his name, John Harbaugh, that he's been under the tutelage of Andy Reid, so we know that he knows how we play. And we know how he plays, but we know that they have a great team. We have a great team. So I thought we played the way that we were supposed to play. I would have loved to see some of our veterans play a little bit better, some of our guys or whatever. But I feel like it's the first game. We not to get shooken, not to get all crazy about it, but it's the first game. That's we got a few games to kind of get the little rust off. So that we can be the team that we are, but we champions. And like Marvin said, look, until they beat us, we still the champs.
We're still the champs until there's another Super Bowl banner dropped, and hopefully that's going to drop down in Arrowhead at the beginning of next year. Let's look at the things, how we knew going in we would not have Hollywood Brown. So they said that they realized Xavier Worthy was a rookie. We knew that it would be between Kelsey and Rice that would get the heavy bulk of the lifting. Rashid Rice is that dude for the Kansas City Chiefs. He has exalted himself to the #1 threat as far as having the size to go across the middle, having the speed that can break away, having the elusiveness to just find spots such as Travis Kelsey, Juju Smith. Once he gets himself back into playing shape, he's coming off an injury, but he just to be on the field as a threat. Then you have Worthy that showed that, hey, I may be a rookie, but I am built for this. You know, Toy, we didn't get a chance to see tonight. We didn't get a chance to see Miko Hartman in the offense. We did get a chance to see Justin Watson, who, learning from the tutelage of Travis Kelce, always finds himself open and available, trustworthy to one Patrick Mahomes. You saw Pacheco, you saw P. Ryan, you even saw George the Animal Steele, as I like to call him, come through, the alligator man. And you saw all these gadgets working together. Now all we have to do is find the space for each one. Don't get impatient. Don't try to play with everything at one time and allow them to do their thing. Who was the player that surprised you the most, Billy, tonight on saying, wow, I knew we had them, but I didn't think they would be polished this fast?
I'm not going to even say that I thought we had them. I would say Worthy. I would say if you would ask me, I would say Worthy was the guy. We've seen some of them. We've seen what he could do. He made of course he made the team, and we know he's going to be a great receiver and runner. He's a running back threat as well. So he can run the ball. But he kind of showed me because he did more almost than Rice to me tonight. Rice was still doing his thing, but he really showed me that, man, rather catching the ball, running the ball, he's the guy. You know what I'm saying? And so he's a dual threat, and we got so many on our team. We got so many receivers slashers, which is going to help us this year.
Definitely.
I think the person who stepped up in my estimation, and he's been here for a couple years, and he had a fantastic game, I thought, was a linebacker, Leo Chenal. He was in a lot of plays. He made a lot of very special plays and plays at the right time. He really stepped up tonight. Drew Tranquil was there, and he didn't do a lot, but he made his presence known, as well as Bolton as well. But I think Leo Chenal was the guy on defense. I thought that made the difference.
Yeah, we're going to cross on the defensive side of the ball here in a second, because that is the side I played. I love the defensive side of the ball. The excitement, the ticket seller is the offensive side of the ball. And when you look at what Billy was saying as far as Xavier Worthy was the one that kind of set things apart. The fact that Rashid Rice garnered so much attention.
Yep.
And now we can't leave Rice one-on-one. So we got to double him down. Oh, snap. So we got to put a safety and a linebacker on Kelce. Oh, snap. We got to be mindful of Pacheco out the backfield. Oh, snap. We got to be careful of this scene with what? Oh, wait a minute. Worthy. And that's what happened to Hamilton. He thought that he had help over the top, and over the top, like, hey, man, you on your own. I got to go help over on this side. Wait till Hollywood Brown gets back, and you have that on each side of the field. Oh my goodness!
On every play, yes,
definitely. Yeah. Let me ask you this: which formation, if at all, you guys were able to pay attention to, that you feel when the Chiefs was in that we were the most unstoppable? And I want to see if you guys saw it the way I did. We'll go to Marvin with that one first.
I don't know if there was one particular formation that I thought we were more confident in and more successful in. Just trying to think right off the bat. I can't think any one particular one.
Yeah,
Then again, I don't know. I'm not as proficient as you, Dr. Marshall. So.
Oh, wow. What about you, Billy?
It was just one that stood out for me, and it wasn't. They only did this one play. It was the L package. They called it the L. It was the one where they dropped back. It was literally like an L, and it was like a 3-man back. Like it was 3 men back and over. And when they did it threw everybody off, because nobody's seen that. Everybody's looking like, man, what is about to go on? And that's when they shine on that. If you understand what I mean, when they did that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely the play that you're talking about. I believe they ran it twice, and that's the one I was talking about where they had Blake Bell, I believe it was Watson and Kelsey in on one, and they were stacked all on one side with Rice over to one side, and it's when Worthy got the pitch. The second one was they took Rice up, then Kelsey, then
it was the same
Bell,
thing.
and then they rubbed Watson across the middle. So that there is going to give some people some problems. Let's go and watch the very first play that the Chiefs came back and answered. And I believe that's one of the best things Kansas City showed tonight. You knew that Baltimore wanted to get ahead because they wanted to really pound us with Derrick Henry. Yep. Chiefs defense, when we come back and we get to talk about that side of the ball, did an immaculate job on securing Derrick Henry, not letting him get loose. But, man, when they came right back after their new weapon scored with our new weapon, here, let the video speak for itself.
That gets you the 15. It wasn't inside the opening. This is the speedy man, Xavier Worthy, the fastest man to the end zone right away. His first touch, a Kansas City touchdown. Oh, man.
We needed our auto racing guys here to call this one. Watch him take this turn, 4.21 seconds. No more worries about whether or not Kansas City has any speed. Beep, beep, here he comes. Golly.
That is, he said, beep, beep, here he comes. The road runner. When you think about, everybody's talking about take the roof off. When the roof is off, the air can funnel down and everything happens right out in front, and you can still matriculate down the field, and then you can go over the top or bust them in the mouth from the ground. A lot of people asked the question earlier today on the national networks, can Xavier Worthy, who definitely can run faster than Tyreek Hill, but can he run the ball out the backfield? Well, I think he silenced those critics and answered that question with the very first touch of his NFL career. What I like about this, and I hope the Chiefs don't go back to the second year with Tyreek Hill, and I mean with when we had Tyreek Hill going to the Super Bowl, is I don't want us to get bored and start to get too cute in play calling. Keep the pressure on the neck. Marvin, after seeing that, what do you feel we could have benefited best when the Chiefs, after scoring that, without settling for those cheap field goals?
I think we could have probably ran another play like that with Worthy. Not necessarily with Worthy, because they could have brought in McCall Hardman to run a similar type play. I think they should have probably gone deep. I mean, really deep. I mean, like a bomb deep.
Blow the doors off.
Yes, exactly. At least try it and see where we're at, whether we can be successful or not.
Yeah.
I think I'm with you on that, Marvin. The thing is we want them to know, they know we're already champions, but we want them to know also that we have a threat, because they also know that when Tyreek left, they felt like we lost. And so that's why they put so much pressure on Patrick, because they feel like we got runners and we got some guys that can catch, but they don't feel like it's a threat out there that can get out in that field. And
exactly.
So by what you just said, when Hollywood, when he comes back, when we get these guys on the side, but tonight would have been a good night just starting out. And like you said, throwing some, I don't care if it get intercepted. I don't care if something crazy happens. It's the first game. Right. I just want them to know that the ball can go. I mean, that we have a receiver or receivers that can go deep and can run and can fly. And so that they understand that when we're doing the RPO packages, you know what I'm saying, that when we doing these little runs and our little thing going on, boom, once it opens up, it's a threat. Y'all better back up, because y'all know that we got some guys that's going to take it to the house.
Now, I'm going to tell you this, Billy. Yeah. I know Baltimore realized that we got some deep threats. You can see them cornerbacks on their way back to the huddle. But I will say this. Patrick Mahomes wanted to, but you could tell he didn't have the time to. And I would say that's one of the things that has to get better, because you can have, you can have all the new toys in the world. You can have all the best remote control cars. You can have drones. You can have all the sweet gadgets. You ain't got no batteries. You ain't got nothing to play with. You just looking at toys that's unusable. And that's the same with this line. If you don't give the time to get set and let it go, then you just got some beautiful cars, no gasoline, and you can't find the keys to. So I think that would be one of the benefits of the line having an incentive to say, let's give Pat just a little more time. Because, and y'all tell me what this, and Marvin, you can follow this question up with an answer. Because the Chiefs beat Baltimore with far less offensive weapon, with far less skilled talent, that was already in the mind of Baltimore. Mm-hmm. And when Baltimore came and scored and saw the Chiefs come right back and score with one of their new weapons, you saw their play on the field was defeated. Mm-hmm. But because we got impatient and got away from what was moving, almost sort of what Baltimore did in the championship game last year, we allowed their confidence to build back up as if Lamar could match Patrick. What you think about that?
Well, that's true. And again, and you're exactly right. Similar to the AFC Championship of last year, where the Ravens went totally away.
Yeah.
Patrick, which nobody in the league can do. And that's what the Chiefs did tonight. They kind of went away from their standard game plan. And this is one of the things, if you have to say a negative about Andy Reid, he does this on the regular. He does this on the regular when we're up ahead. Now, when we get behind, for whatever reason, we seem to be more aggressive and more creative. But once we get a lead, we don't put, as Mitch would say, we don't put the hammer down.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. And that's what I meant by being lackadaisical or lazy with knowing you are so much better than the defense that's in front of you, that you kind of start to lull a little bit. And you can see as Lamar started to gain confidence and as the defense began to tire because we were putting them right back on the field, now you started to see Pacheco hopping up and doing what Pacheco does. So I think they got away from Rice a little too much. I don't want them to feel like everybody has to touch the ball in the receiving room every game. Go with the hot hand, go with the hot calls, and let's start flushing people 30-something to a little something. Billy, what do you say? Same question.
Yeah, I would say the same. That's been one of Andy's MOs for, his whole career. It seems like that one thing is he when a team is winning, he doesn't care if it's 3 points. Let's just say the 3 points. Where that's one thing I loved about Bill Belichick, where he is the guy that he's putting his foot on your neck. Like, I'm going to make sure that we win, and we win all the way out. And so we have to do better. And love Andy, you know what I'm saying? But I think that's one of the things that he should work on is when we're winning, let's continue to win. It seems like when we get to a certain place, instead of us going for touchdowns, we're going for first downs. Are we going just to stay in? Well, we should always be going for a touchdown. We should always be in the game to go to the next, so that, look, they don't have an opportunity, not even at the end. And we want it where when people are watching, that they feel good about watching the game, like, oh, it's over. Even if something was to happen, because I don't know about y'all, but when I'm watching this game and when it's still at 7 points, I'm feeling like it's still a game.
Yeah,
right.
Right. Where when with us, if we really play the way that we can play, we can be putting teams away, and we'd be like, oh man, they're not coming back, because we know what we can do. If Andy would allow Patrick just to get all the way loose, you know what I'm saying, just let it loose. So that's my opinion.
Yeah, and let's go back to the first drive after the half, the first drive in the second half. We had a 25-yard gain. We had a 30-plus yard gain. Then Pacheco scored the touchdown.
Yeah.
Bam, bam, bam. We got a touchdown. And I can't say that every drive should be like that, but it should be something similar. We came out, we busted them in the mouth. They didn't know what to do at that point. And again, we put our foot down. After that, we let it up. We can't be doing that. If you're going to drive fast, drive fast.
And you know what, Marvin? You can, as the Chiefs and what the Chiefs have offensively, you can do that every time. You literally can do that every time. And that's what I mean by don't get too cute with it. Don't get bored and start trying to figure new ways to do something. I know it was game one. You're trying to figure out everything. But, hey, man, all you had to figure out was, oh, they can't stop Rashid Rice. Pump it to him. Oh, we did all this. Now, this is the benefit. We did all this without Kelsey. That's the biggest thing. Yes, and I want Kelsey. I want Officer Kelsey to be put away, and I want Travis the Beard back. He don't even have his fade anymore, man. I don't know what's going on with Trav.
I can tell you what's going on with Trav. Trav is not in shape.
Don't say it, Marvin.
He's not in shape. He's not in shape.
How did he get out of shape, Marvin?
Because he was in Europe most of the year, eating European food, not working out, doing the dipsy do with Taylor. And that's why he is out of shape. Travis is not old. He's out of shape. No, no, the doctor is right. Listen to me now. The boy is out of shape. And so he's playing his way back into shape. He only how many targets did he have tonight?
Was it 4?
At the most.
Four targets, 2 receptions, I believe.
Yeah.
50%.
Yeah. Is that the way we treat Travis? Is that the way we've been treating Travis?
Now, you know what? I think they're taking a page 2 off of LeBron James and giving him load management on those legs too. I really feel as though they wanted to see if Travis is out there and we have to pull and plug. I really don't believe they thought it was going to come down and be as close as it was. And really, if we had to think about it, 14 instead of 10-7, it'd been 14-7. Instead of 17-7, it's 21-7. Oh, I'm sorry, 13 to 7. Then it's 21-7. Then you score another, it's 28-7. Then if you add one of those field goals and you're looking at 31-7, 31-10. Then if you give them that touchdown, that's what you call mop-ups. Those of you that are watching us right now, thanks. You have caught the very first show of the Afterthought podcast on Marsh Media TV, YouTube channel I-70MMBE, right here on Facebook Live. The Doctor of Sports, Mr. Marvin Durant. We've got Billy Bird Sr., yours truly, the DL Marshall. Man, y'all put it in the comments how you felt about the Chiefs out the gate, how you feel they performed, if they overperformed, if they underperformed. What was your favorite part of the game? Who was your favorite player to watch? Who do you think has the most on? All that. Guys, I'm going to pay a bill real quick, and then we're going to bring you right back up. Hey, fellas, after a win such as the win we got tonight, there's no better way to celebrate than with your loved one. I'm talking about your rib. I'm talking about the one that makes you happy. And if you couldn't have gotten up after watching a thriller like the Chiefs just pulled out after this, then let me tell you, you need to start up with the Blue Pill. That's right. Give my friends a call at Blue Pill and get your thrill like the game tonight. If you were celebrating and shouting after the Chiefs victory, and when it got time to go into your personal arena and your players didn't stand up to the test, let me give you a training program called Blue Pill, 1-800-619-8917. That's Blue Pill, 1-800-619-8917. And let me tell you, after she come out your arena, she's going to call you her very own Man of Steel. That's Blue Pill. Tell them you heard it right here, Marsh Media TV, the Afterthought Podcast. Blue Pill, 1-800-619-8917. All right, paid a little bill. Y'all in the chat, let us know. Marvin.
Yes, sir.
Since we got one up under the belt, we're going to cheat a little bit. Billy, you can be thinking about this after Marvin goes. Marvin.
Yes, sir.
What is the Chiefs' final record in the 2024-2025 season?
I think 14-3.
14-3.
Mm-hmm.
Billy.
You said 14
yes,
and 3?
Yeah, 14-3.
14 and 2.
14-3.
It's 17 games now.
17. Okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm thinking, if you would ask me, I would say 12 and 5.
12 and 5?
12 and 5.
And I'm going to fit right in between you guys, not because I'm trying to stay coordinated, but because I said this before it started. I'm going to say 13 and 4. I'm going to say 13 and 4. I think we're going to lose. I hate to say this. Y'all don't hate me, but we always seem to have like a kryptonite against teams that we should be.
And that's the reason. Yeah.
I think we're going to handle business against Vegas. I think we're going to handle business against Denver. But I think this will be the year that Herbert gets us at least once. I think that would be one. We lose one in the division, which isn't bad. I believe that we could possibly fall to the Niners, and then two random games. It's just depending on how it plays out. But I tell you what, 1-0 is a beautiful way to go into week 2. Jamar Chase finally went back to practice because in his mind is anybody but the Chiefs. That's his moniker. Anybody but the Chiefs. But unfortunately, young man, it's been the Chiefs. So you're going to have to deal with it. All right, here we go. Over and under. Billy. Patrick Mahomes throws for 45 touchdowns. Over or under?
Under.
Under? What's your number?
40.
40.
Mm-hmm.
Marvin, the doctor. Patrick Mahomes, 45 touchdowns. Over or under?
Under. 42.
Under. 42.
Yes.
I'm going 53 touchdowns, Patrick Mahomes. With a Hollywood Brown, with a Travis Kelce, with a Juju Smith, with a Mecole Hardman, with an Isaiah Pacheco, with an Isaiah Worthy, who he's already given 2-2 tonight, with Rashid Rice, I believe that he can hit 50 mark again. So I'm going to say a bold prediction of 52. Let's say how many yards. I'm gonna go to receivers and you tell me 1,000 yards over or under. Rashid Rice. Marvin.
Over.
Billy Bird.
Over.
Travis Kelce, 1,000 yards, over or under?
Under.
Under. Billy.
He should get it. He should get his 1,000. He usually gets 1,000 in. He should get it. He's good for it.
Hollywood Brown, 1,000 yards from scrimmage, over or under?
Over. He'll make up time.
Billy Bird, Hollywood Brown, over or under 1,000?
I believe he might get 1,000 this year. Yeah.
That's 3,000 yards y'all done put on Mahomes. All right, here we go. Here we go. Xavier Worthy. Did I say him? Yeah, no. Xavier Worthy. 1,000? Under.
Yeah.
Under. Mecole Hardman.
Oh, definitely under.
Under. Under. I'm going to say Travis Kelce because he would have gotten 1,000 if he had played in the finale against San Diego. I think they're going to make sure they get him 1,000, especially with the slow start. I think you're going to start to see his catches collect a little more. I'm a little torn. I think Rashid Rice, who I believe was 935 last year, I think Rashid is going to probably hit about between 885 to 970-ish again this year. Hollywood Brown, I think he's going to come in under maybe about 850. Pardon me. I believe Worthy might be the one other than Kelsey that gets the 1,000 yards. Pacheco, do you think Pacheco hits the 1,000 mark or under, Billy?
I hate to say this, y'all gonna get mad at me when I say this. I think it's gonna be hard for him to get the 1,000, mainly because he might get hurt. I'm just predicting, but I'm just saying he plays so hard, and he reminds me of Priest Holmes, but Priest Holmes would get this 1,000, but he plays even harder. I'm talking about how he runs, and so he'll. If you say multi-purpose, I would say 1,000 multi-purpose over 1,000.
We talking
carrying and catching. When I say
no, just carry. No, I'm just saying we talking just carry.
No, just carrying. No, carrying. I would say no. I would say
Marvin.
I would say yes. It'll give 1,000.
Okay. Pacheco on me. I'm going to say under, only because we have 3 more games, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire probably would return. Still looks good. And you also have P. Ryan that is finding his feet. And when they gave him the ball tonight, he showed that he could find the yardstick. So he has a very nasty streak, a bigger body. And I think they went and got those guys so that Pacheco could preserve a little longer. So I'm thinking Pacheco would be maybe around 820 yards from scrimmage. Anything above that is gravy on your potatoes. Let's go to Patrick Mahomes. What do you feel his yardage would be? You've already given him, the two of you've already given him 3,000 yards. So do you think he eclipses the 4,000 yards, above or under 4,000 for Patrick Mahomes?
Above.
Billy?
Yeah, I believe so too. He's got weapons this year, so I feel like he can really get it.
You know me, former athlete, very superstitious. Patrick Mahomes won the league MVP 2018. Lamar Jackson won it 2019. Patrick Mahomes won it 2022. Lamar Jackson won it 2023. I believe Patrick Mahomes is going to win the 2024 league MVP. He already has 2 touchdowns, and no, not Rashid Rice, no, not Travis Kelce, no, not Hollywood Brown, no, not Mecole Hardman. It was 2 out the gate by his rookie, right? So let's look at it like this. How do you put a muzzle on that man? You can't. You don't muzzle the oxen when he eating. And so Patrick Mahomes is not only going to exceed that 4,000 mark, but I think he's going to make his 3rd MVP of the league on his way to helping Andy Reid, Travis Kelce, Chris Jones, and himself be the only remaining players on the team that has 4 rings, 3 of them back to back to back. So yeah, I think that's good at that. Hey, let's go here. Let's go to Worthy's 2nd touchdown since we talked about the rookie. Here we go.
Mahomes fires. Running. Xavier again. Worthy for a touchdown. Number 1 has 2 tonight.
Just inexcusable. Completely blown coverage on the outside. Marlon Humphrey assuming he had some deep safety help in behind. There was none. And Patrick Mahomes, you give him a freebie, he does not miss. Do you see that little look out of the corner of his eye? He said, really?
Hey, yeah. Patrick has perfect field vision. Now, a lot of people would say tomorrow on the national sports show that Patrick underthrew Xavier Worthy. He had to wait on it and turn around. That coverage was blown so bad that Patrick read the safety over the top and anticipated the corner covering him or the safety covering him. And so he put it in between 2 defenders only to realize, oh, they blew the coverage. And Worthy, understanding where he was on the field, first caught the ball. Young receivers catch it first. Then he gathered himself and then he head off because he realized once I head north and south, you ain't gonna catch me. So he gathered himself. He gathered his second touchdown of the night. How exciting was that for you guys? I'm pretty sure, but how exciting was that to see?
Oh, it was a very exciting. It was what the 75,000 or whatever out of Arrowhead came to see. They wanted to see something like that. And perfectly honest with you, I mean, it was like number one on my chart. And trust me, in the following drive that the Chiefs had, they should have ran it again on the other side of the field.
Yeah.
Again, you just keep throwing bombs. I mean, not to talk about war, but that's what you do. You just keep lobbing bombs. You keep lobbing them until the competition surrenders.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Billy, how exciting was it to you?
Man, I was so excited, man, because I had I'll be honest, man, I turned my back for a second. I ran to the kitchen. One of them hot runs.
Yeah.
And, hey, get it back up here. This is my wife calling. So I was like, whoa. And usually I try to have them on my phone, at least have something so I ain't missing nothing. But I'm just thinking like, okay, we good right now. No. And so I was able to catch it. But man, I was excited, man. I was like, man, and the fact that, it's nothing like, man, I think about a lot of teams. It's nothing like having a rookie or somebody that comes in and not for anybody to think that they was going to make the impact that they made this soon. Let me say that. He probably thought that, and I know some of the other players on the team might have, but for me, I was thinking Rice. I was thinking Pacheco. You got these certain people that even though people expect. I just didn't see him, and he made a major impact, man. Right then and there.
I literally saw. I for real. I saw that because they went and got him to do just that. They went and got him because MSV couldn't. They went and got him because Tony couldn't. Yeah. They went and got him because Sky Moore couldn't. So they wanted to right out the way. They said, okay, we know Miko can, but get in there. We want to see if you can run these gadget plays. So now what you do is you allow Miko not to have to take all those hits. You took some time off his legs so that he could return punts. He could return kickoffs. But boy, you wait until they start putting 17, 1, 4, and 5 out there. And then you got the package with 85, 80, 82, 87, and 9. Oh, my God. Oh, we're about to have some fun.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Yeah, and it's going to take some time. I mean, they gradually work this stuff in. And I think in years past, when we had so many receivers, we really worked, I think, too hard trying to get the ball to everyone. Now, just be very methodical based on the competition and see what you can do.
Yeah.
Can you picture being able to score in one play, but you say, I don't want to, we're going to score in 20? And the team knows that you're wearing them down just to wear them out. That is simply just problematic. Now, speaking of problematic, Chris Jones had his way on that offensive line.
You think?
I thought he was the fullback for a few times as fast as he got behind Lamar Jackson. With him signing the contract in the offseason, with him having to hold out last year, how big was that for Chris Jones to say, I told y'all I had y'all if you had me? Marvin?
Yeah, I think that's very big. He shows that he truly cares about this team. He truly cares about winning. I mean, winning. He is, as they say, all in, and he wasn't playing.
Yes. Billy?
Yeah. Hey, still hungry, even with the money. A lot of people, when they get that money, man, the hunger goes away. Still hungry, still going. I say the same thing about Travis Kelce. Same thing. These guys got all what they got. They can do whatever they want to do. Still hungry. I love it.
When you have Hall of Famers that go out, ball out, and work that hard, it's kind of hard for you not to go out and work that hard. You know what I mean? When you see Chris Jones, who's going to be a Hall of Famer. When you see Patrick Mahomes, Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer.
When you see Travis, and
Hall of Famer.
I believe Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes are first ballot. So Chris Jones is saying, if I can get another ring on these fingers, I just secured myself as a first ballot defensive player. You start talking about him like you talk about your Leon Letts and your Reggie Whites and your Wilbur Marshalls and Leonard Marshalls. You start looking at him in those veins. Oh yeah. I really, that's one of the biggest things I hate about Derek Thomas is that he never became the Super Bowl champion that his heart said he was. But outside of the obvious with Chris Jones, I know you said Tranquil, but who, Billy, made the biggest impact to you outside of number 95?
I'm gonna go with and you didn't hear a lot of it, but he was doing his thing. I say McDuffie. That's my opinion.
All pro.
Yeah.
All pro. When it looked like he went down with a head injury.
When he heard this, I was like, "Ooh wee!"
Oh my goodness,
he's good. Yes, he's the guy. He's the guy because even though you might not hear his name, because of course, I love Nick Bolton. But I'm saying, but he's that guy that you don't hear. You didn't hear a lot of it tonight, but he was disruptive.
Yeah,
doing his thing. So I love it. Yeah. So he was the guy.
Marvin, who was your biggest standout defensively outside of 95?
I think Jalen Watson was very good. Joshua Williams was very good. Connor was very good. I think the defensive backs really played well.
Yes.
Very well. They looked good. They looked back for the ball. Okay? They looked back for the ball. And DL, in our previous iterations of podcasts, we've talked about the Chiefs DBs and how they never look for the ball. Yeah. They did tonight. They looked very well in doing so.
Get that head back, young man. Feel them.
Yeah.
Drop. Look.
Turn. Yeah.
Come through. I will say this. Definitely I was elated about the defensive backfield. But number 54.
Leo Chenal.
No, yeah.
Handled business.
Yeah.
Dana handled business. I mean, quietly, but handled business. The rookie that was out of K-State last year that we drafted the kid out of handled business. And so
he looked good.
When you have a gasher such as Lamar Jackson in front of you and you can contain that all night long. Hey, shout out to Rashid Rice tonight. 7 catches, 103 yards.
Lovely.
Not bad.
Oh,
nice stat sheet.
Hey, he's starting on that 1,000.
He did not drop a pass.
No.
Yeah.
And he did not catch a pass over 20 yards.
Yeah.
So those were yaks, yard after catch.
Yeah. And I understand, and they talked about it on the TV broadcast. That's the Chiefs' formula. Even though they have the speed to go down deep like they used to, that's what they're focusing on. The yards after catch. You throw it to them, and they'll burn you for the next 30 yards.
Yeah, we specialize in screen. Andy specializes in screen plays.
That he does. Yes.
He is that guy. Yeah.
And that's why P. Ryan is here. He does that very well.
Yeah, and he's a great blocker. P. Ryan very good.
Never didn't use him well at all.
Yeah.
They don't know what they're doing in Denver.
Yeah.
They haven't been bad.
They about to see what the extra that he got.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, fellas, we are 1-0 to start the season of the 3-peat. We got the Cincinnati Bengals out tonight. Before we get into that, which is our fourth quarter, what was one of the biggest disappointments on tonight, Marvin?
Jawan Taylor. Still offside, still illegal motion. I don't know what the issue was with him. I don't know whether he doesn't have rhythm or what the deal is. He's doing the same exact thing as he did last year. And now I'm putting it on the offensive line coaches. You need to talk to this guy. You need to coach this guy. There's something amiss there. I don't think he's simply a ding dong and doesn't know what he's doing.
Right.
Something's going on, and it needs to be corrected because he could hit us at the absolute wrong time.
Billy.
Yeah, you should not, Jawan Taylor, man. You should not be a professional. You should not be a professional, and you are still doing high school, college stuff. That's high school. You know that, DL. I mean, I'm saying that's high school. That's, this big guy's own, and you scared. So you kind of jump, you're jumping, you're moving too fast. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, stop.
He's got away with cheating like that for so long, and now that the rules have caught up to his advantage, it's no longer an advantage; it's a disadvantage.
Yes, right. Because he used to sit off he used to kind of sit off a little bit, almost to cheat. It's like, dude, you're a big guy, you know the game, play the game, or sit.
And where did he come from? Where did he come from?
Oh man, what was that? Was it
Jacksonville?
Jacksonville.
Yeah, that's what I
so
thought.
You got to look at the way Jacksonville played. It was not a lot of audibling. So he's going really off the first hard count. He's going off of that. And with Pat already has the Kermit to his tone. And when he digs in that grunt, now all of a sudden, you try to anticipate. My biggest disappointment, it's got to do with Isaiah Worthy, y'all.
What's that?
They didn't show his mom after the touchdowns.
I haven't seen moms. How does moms look?
Boy, you was terrible.
Oh,
you were terrible.
Unforgettable.
Terrible. Yeah, we're gonna leave that one alone.
We'll leave that one alone.
She don't look like mom. She don't look like mom.
Worthy of what he has done.
She don't look like mom, Marvin. She don't look like mom.
Okay. All right.
She don't look like mom.
Okay.
So coming up next week, we've got the Cincinnati Bengals, Joe Burrow, Joe Cool. We've got the trash talking of Jamar Chase, who shouldn't be in the best of shape when he comes in. The Chiefs can lick their chops and really be 4 games separated from Baltimore and Cincinnati, who will probably be with Buffalo chasing the Chiefs the closest. The Chiefs came in, they took care of business tonight. They got to take care of business on the 15th. That is going to be a 3:25 game. So guys that are watching us now live, those will watch us in replay. You're going to see us after that game. So probably around about 6, 7 o'clock. What's up, Lau? About 6 or 7 o'clock on the 15th, you'll see us come back on and give our take. Let's go around the league. Marvin, I don't know if you have the list of games ahead of you or in front of you.
I don't. Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
Okay. What do you feel, Billy, the Chiefs will have to do? And then Marvin, you come in after he's done.
Okay.
To I won't say bounce back, but to build on tonight against Cincy to have the same favorable results.
Same thing me and Marvin talked about earlier. We have to put our foot on. The first thing we need to do is Andy needs to make sure that when we go in there, we have everything that we need, but we need to make sure that when we are out and we're playing, that we're playing from the front and not from the back. In other words, you know what I'm saying, just staying out, but keeping our foot on their necks. So if we get 14, we're not looking for field goals. We're not trying to get close enough just to kick a field goal. We're not trying to get close enough or running time down just so that we can win the game. Yeah. Our job is to touchdown.
Say that one more time, please. Please say that one more time.
You know what I'm saying? Not going for field goals, not trying to run the clock again or running the clock down, but going for the touchdown. And let's be at a place, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna shut it down. But let's take some. Don't be afraid. You know what I'm saying? I want Andy to take some chances sometimes on some of the things. Hey, we might mess up, we might lose. Take some chances on some of the things. We're at a certain area and it's a fourth down. Let the dude go for the first in some of these areas and not kick the ball off. That's what we need to do when we go against Joe and them. Because Joe and them, certain coaches, they don't care if it's a fourth down and it's 20, they're going for it. Because they know they have to put pressure on us. We need to do the same to them.
And the best thing about Andy Reid is, though each week goes and unfold, he's good at not giving too much, but he gets a little more exploratory as the season goes on. Marvin?
I think the key to victory against Cincinnati, first of all, I agree with Billy. Yeah, offensively, we got to put the foot to the floor and just keep ramming it down Cincinnati's throat. The one thing we need to do, we need to get to Joe Burrow, and we need to wrap up. So many times in the past, Chris Jones has gotten there, but he hasn't wrapped Joe Burrow up. We need to get to him, and we need to sack him. And if we can do that, if we can keep him rattled, that will be certainly a major key to success. And again, in practice this week, they need to practice on guarding the screen pass. They did a terrible job tonight in that. And so they need to do some practice, work on that, shore that up. And I'm sure Cincinnati will have a package like that, even though they don't have Joe Mixon anymore. I'm sure they do have some screenplays planned, and the Chiefs need to be able to defend that better.
Definitely.
Listen, real quick, deal, and I forgot. And the last thing is, we need to make sure that we give Pat enough time to get that ball off.
That's what I was going to.
Go ahead, I'm done. Yeah.
No, that's fine.
That's great.
That is so important.
It is. And Dia, I wanted to ask you your thoughts on the rookie left tackle. I'm not going to try to pronounce his name this evening, but your thoughts on his performance tonight.
I thought he did a great job for what they had asked of him, for how complex blocking for the guy he's blocking for can be. For someone that is constantly on the move, for someone that he's Houdini for real, for you to allow him, even when he doesn't see, to feel comfortable enough. I think that was a dynamic job by the young fella. And if that's going to be your start, I'm confident to say it's only going to get better. Yeah. And so, I'm really, 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 really excited about Brett Veach. He don't get it wrong.
Let me tell you, man. Let me tell you, I don't bet. I ain't a better. But if I was, he'd be one I would bet on always on getting, the right talent, because that brother knows how to get folks up in here.
Yeah. He that man, he don't miss. And I hated to see Snead go when they let him go, man. But I understood between Chris Jones and L'Jarius Snead that L'Jarius was not going to win out. And because we have Chris Jones is the reason why Watson and Williams looked as good as they looked.
It's true.
Because the quarterback didn't have all time and all day to run in the back and take his time and pick us apart. A little too close for comfort. I will say this. I have never, ever really been sold on Cook. And I'm still very, very nervous about Cook. Not that he's not physical, but you're playing now free safety. I need your coverage to be better. And for Zay Flowers to be that open in the next to the last play, that Lamar simply misthrew him because of the pressure that was coming.
Because it could have been a
the
touchdown.
game because Harbaugh showed he was going for 2. We're not tying. We're not going on. 15 will not touch this ball again.
Right.
Cook has, and if you watched, it was a pick play. Watson went to pass off, and Cook did not follow Zay Flowers. You have to do better. You have to do better. I know I wanted to ask the question. Andy Reid gets this big time. I'll start with Marvin and then Billy, you come in. How do you feel Andy Reid did tonight, getting the plays in quicker and clock management?
At one time, clock management was bad when Pat had to call a timeout. I do know that. He still needs to get better. I don't know what the reason is. This has been his trademark in time management, and he could have done a better job once again.
Yeah,
Billy Bird.
I give him. I give him a. I give him a C plus. I give him a C plus. And I'm talking about as for time management.
Right.
As far as plays getting in there, I thought he did well. That's my opinion. I thought he did pretty good getting the plays in there, and for him to Pat to be able to get off, for them to be able to get those things. But the time management, like and Marvin said it, man, that has been his MO. And although he's way better than he was from beginning, because there was a time where I was frustrated with Andy. So C plus for today's game. This is the first game we getting in. If you ask me, I feel like that we should give, Patrick is a coach on his own. It's kind of like a Tom Brady. I feel like he should allow him to have a little bit more his own plays and with certain things so that it doesn't fall on Andy as much. That's my opinion.
And also, we got to remember Nagy is quote unquote officially, unofficially the offensive coordinator. But I will say this, because it is the first game of the season, I was kinder than you two, and I gave Big Red the B. So he can go and enjoy his nuggies. All right, last thing, and then we're going to get out of here. Taylor Swift, is she finally a part accepted of the kingdom? Or do you think we're still going to be hearing complaints? Why they keep showing Taylor? Why they keep showing Taylor? Is she finally a member of the kingdom?
She's a member of the kingdom. It's not the kingdom who's complaining. It's other people outside of Kansas City who are complaining.
Oh, no, it was a lot of black women. It was a lot of black women upset at Taylor. I mean, they was mad at Taylor for going with Travis like Travis was a brother. I mean, I know he got brotherish qualities. I know he's brotherish. But when it's all said and done, he ain't a brother. And there's a whole lot of sisters not liking the fact, how she gonna take Travis? Because that's what Travis want. That's what it is.
That's true. I mean, I'm sure there are some people in the kingdom who are diehards and just can't handle this, who haven't grown up, haven't matured, haven't grown. But she's part of Chiefs Kingdom. They have a winning record when she comes to Arrowhead.
As long as she been with Travis, they don't won Super Bowl. So
Hey.
I tell you what, we was distracted when he had all them ham hocks and cornbread back there from the last girlfriend. He ain't had that kind of distraction. So whatever it takes. The only problem I got with Taylor, you watching Travis? The only problem I got with your old lady, y'all listen. Make Travis grow that beard back, please, and let him get his fade back.
Yeah, he'll grow it back.
And let him get his fade back.
Oh, he'll grow it back. He'll grow it back.
He can look whatever he want to look like when he on tour with you. He can be as lily as he want to be when he on. But we need Brother Trav back.
He does it every year, so he'll be back. And his stuff.
Normally by game one, he done grew it back. He shaved. You can see the clean shave.
No. Last year he did it. If you go back to last year, he did it
last year, Billy.
No, it was. He looked like a police officer. He looked like the motorcycle cop.
Yeah.
He looked like the motorcycle cop last year. He did it last year.
Yeah. In fact, last year he had a porn mustache.
And yes, it was for a while. It was for a little bit, man.
Yeah,
Then,
I know he did it all spring training, but
then
by
the
the
fade
time,
came in. Then the
man,
fade
that
came
was like
in.
a fresh shave tonight, man.
Yeah.
And then he had the fade last year too. He ain't got no fade no more.
Oh, it's gonna. When I say it comes quick, his stuff, man. Hey, we probably look up next week. It'd be full. Yeah, full
I
beard.
sure hope so. I sure hope so. But Taylor,
Yeah.
hang on in there with us. All right, here we go, y'all. Let me see. Where did I put this? Let's see. I had the schedule up. Yeah, here we go. All right, tomorrow night in Brazil, I believe.
Yes.
Packers, Eagles. Billy, who you got?
I'm going with the Packers.
Marvin.
I'm
No, it
going
sounds
with
great.
Philly.
I'm going with Philly as well. Titans, Bears. Billy.
Titans.
I think it will be Caleb's first victory.
I'm going with the Titans.
Yeah.
Going with the Titans. Cowboys, Browns. Is Deshaun Watson playing? I'm sorry, I don't have that in front of me.
As far as I know, Deshaun will be playing.
I'm going with
The game's going to be played in Cleveland.
Yep.
I'm going with the Brownies.
Yeah. Brownies
myself.
Yeah.
So let's see. The Titans, we had DL and Billy.
I'm the only one going with the Packers.
Yeah, I got that one.
Yeah.
Bears is Marv.
Yep.
And we all going with Cleveland.
Yep.
All three. Cowboys just got to show me something. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sick of the Cowboys. I'm just play.
But you know they're going to win the Super Bowl this year.
Oh, yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
That's every year, man. That's every year. All right, Vikings, Giants.
I'm going to go.
Giants.
I'm going with Vikings.
I'm going with the Vikings.
I don't trust either quarterback, to be perfectly honest with
you. Yeah, but
I really don't trust Jones.
Yeah.
Well, he's back and healthy, and he's been given the green light, so we'll see. But then again, they are without Saquon now, so.
Yes.
But I'm still going with the Giants.
That's one of the bigger reasons why I also picked the Eagles over the Packers, because Saquon. All right, let's go. Pats, Bengals.
Bengals.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the Pats this year.
Seriously?
Yeah.
As much as I hate to do it, I want them to lose, but I gotta go with the Bengals.
Yeah.
I gotta go with the Bengals. Better quarterback, better receiving group, better running back.
It's gonna be a different team. The Patriots, it's a different team this year. I feel like they're gonna do a little bit better.
Well, they got a good coach and they play for him, but I don't know. If you're gonna get the Bengals, it's best to get them within the first 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
Steelers, Falcons.
Falcons.
I'm going with Steelers.
Because I don't know who's playing that quarterback for Pittsburgh.
Russell Wilson is starting.
I know he's the starter, but he had some issues with his calf today in practice. So he's on a day-to-day basis. Justin Fields may start that game.
I think Fields he's going to take his position. I think Fields going to end up with the position.
Yes, eventually. You're correct.
So Marvin, Falcons, Billy,
yes.
Steelers, DL going with the Steelers. It's too early to go against Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin, yeah.
Texans, Colts.
I'm going Texans.
Texans.
All three. Texans. Cardinals, Bills.
Bills.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bills. Go down.
Yeah, Kyler Murray at some point in his career has to show up.
At some point in his career, he's gonna have to retire because he ain't doing jack.
I think this might be his last. If he doesn't do anything, I think this is going to be it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
it needs to be. Dolphins, Jags.
Dolphins.
Tricky.
The game's being played in Miami. I'll go with the Dolphins.
Dolphins.
So that I don't have so many all three, I'm going to go with the Jags.
Okay.
That'll probably be my dark horse pick. Broncos, Seahawks.
Seattle.
I think I'm going with Seattle too.
All three. And Raiders, Chargers. I know who I'm going with on that one.
Going with the Raiders on that one.
Chargers.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Raiders.
Remember, that's the one I said is the most dangerous to us. So,
yeah.
You going with the Raiders, Bill?
I'm going with the Raiders all day.
All right. Commanders, Bucks.
Commanders.
Buccaneers.
I'm gonna go with Baker Mayfield and the Bucks.
Washington's looking pretty good. They're gonna be looking pretty good this year, man.
I gotta see.
They're going to look good this year. I understand. They'll be certainly better than last year, without a doubt.
Yeah.
This next one's gonna be a tough one. It is the Rams versus the Lions.
Ooh.
They just switched teams because golf used to play for because golf used to play for him, and then he used to and Matt used to play for Detroit. So it's funny that they switched.
Where's that game being played?
In Detroit.
LA?
It's in Detroit.
In Detroit.
One with Detroit.
Yeah, I go with Detroit simply because of home field advantage.
Bill,
Detroit.
I'm going Rams, guys. I want to see if they can live up to the hype, them being Detroit. What up, though? I'm trying to see if last year was a force. I really think Stafford is better than Goff. So we'll see. We'll see if they play better.
Yeah.
49ers and Jets.
Oh,
49ers.
The Jets, their team is supposed to be a better team. I'm gonna go with Jets this year. I'm gonna go ahead and go with it. I'm gonna go with the underdog, pretty much, because everybody's going with sand. Come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with those Niners.
Mm-hmm.
That's supposed to be the second best team in the league, all league. At worst, it could be 4. All right.
That's good.
All right, we're gonna get ready to get out of here before I let you go. Marvin,
sir,
give me your top 5 NFL teams to start this season. And this list is going to change each and every week. I'm going to ask this question. Who is your top 5 NFL teams, 1 through 5 right now?
1 through 5. The Chiefs will be number 1.
I'm sorry. Start at 5. I'm sorry.
Start at 5. At number 5, I would say Green Bay. Let's see. Number 4 would be Philadelphia. No, not Philadelphia. Number 4 would be Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3 would be Philly. Number 2, San Francisco. Number 1, Kansas City.
Okay. I'm probably going to have to ask you to repeat that, but let's see. You remember it, right?
Yeah. Number 5. I'd say number 5 was Green Bay.
Okay.
Let's see, number 4. I forgot that quick. That's what happens when you get old. Let's see, number Green Bay, number 5, number 4. I said number 4 would be Detroit. Number 3 would be Philadelphia. Number 2 would be San Francisco. Number 1 would be Kansas City.
All right. And Bill.
Bills, Ravens.
That's
number 5. Bills, Ravens, San Francisco, Philly, and then Kansas City.
Oh, got the Eagles in the 2 spot.
All
right. And mine is Lions at 5, Eagles at 4, 49ers at 3, the Ravens that the Chiefs beat tonight, number 2, and the Chiefs sit atop at number 1. Not many teams scare me matching up against the Chiefs, except the teams that are on my list up under them. So I believe if the Chiefs were to go, it would probably be what we saw at the hands of the Ravens, 49ers, Eagles, or Lions. All right. So before we get out of here, guys, let's go look one more time at the way the Kansas City Chiefs started this season at number 1-0.
Check it. 4. Lamar trying to make magic happen. Throw it end zone. Likely 2 feet down. Yes! Touchdown! What a play! Isaiah Likely!
Let's make sure. Oh, very close. Is there enough to overturn?
Oh, that's on. That's on the line, isn't it? You think?
Terry McCauley's going to have to make this call, but it looks like that toe's on the line, Terry.
I agree completely.
Oh.
The right toe's on the line. It's out of bounds. This is going to be reversed to an incomplete pass.
Oh, my goodness.
That's a toe. By a toe, the opener looks like it'll go to the Chiefs because this will be game over. Showing the replay up on the big screen now that you're watching here at home. Unbelievable look down the line there. Gives you that definitive look you're looking for.
The NBC camera crew is unbelievable, and the Ravens wish they were a little less.
And you're going to hear this crowd go crazy with the calls from Sean Hockley.
The runner's toe hit out of bounds. It's an incomplete pass. The game is over. Kansas City has won.
So a game of inches came down to a 27-26 Kansas City Chiefs victory. It wasn't likely that that was going to end that way, but hey, it did. And man, let's just look at it like this. The Chiefs have continued to be the boogeyman to Lamar Jackson, John Harbaugh, and the Baltimore Ravens. Great teams figure it out. They figure out how to win. And just think about how many times those games went into the favor of Tom Brady. How many times those games went into the favor of Joe Montana. Those games went into the favor of John Elway. So Patrick Mahomes is that dude. We did enough to win, but I don't want to continue every week to be in this position. When we're in the red zone, we need to cancel or conceal the red zone with touchdowns and all that. So definitely, I would say going into September the 15th at 3:25, and that's at Arrowhead, I believe. Are we in Arrowhead on that game?
Yes, we are.
Home. The Chiefs will be hosting the Cincinnati Bengals. I don't want it to be that close because I think Joe Burrow and Chase is more of a dynamic duo threat, connecting down in pressure, high leverage situations than Lamar and Likely. All right, so come on, Chiefs. Let's get it done. Let's do it. So, man, great first show. Remember, the Afterthought podcast comes on to talk about our world champion back-to-back three-peat quested Kansas City Chiefs with the best quarterback in the entire world, Mr. Patrick Mahomes, as well as the best tight end, Travis Kelce, the best defensive end in Chris Jones, Trent McDuffie, probably the best cover corner, and we'll come up and hit you in the man. We got the Super Bowl champs, and they're on a mission. And Marvin, I would not be myself if I did not let you know what I know. You know, when I know something and I know it's benefit my brother, I got to let my brother know. You asked, I got to show you.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That should have been shown at the both of them touchdowns. That's all I'm saying.
Oh.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
We should have saw some pom-poms in the stands. It should have been like, number 1, Xavier, there goes the cheetah. Watch out, here comes the beep beep. That's what you saw.
Yep. They look like brother and sister. They look like brother and sister.
They do. She don't look like mom at all. So hey, cameraman, show Xavier's mom some love, would you please? We all will appreciate you.
Well, a lot of people would like to show us some love, but that's a whole different story altogether.
All right, Billy Bird, what's your final thought?
Man, this year's going to be a great year. I'm excited about what's about to happen as far as these next few games, because it's going to let us kind of really get an insight of what the Chiefs is going to be looking like, and I can't wait to see Hollywood Brown back in the building. So,
won't that be awesome?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my God, that's just like having a Bugatti and a vet.
Yeah,
and then you turn around and you go get you a Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
What do you drive first?
True.
Marvin, what you looking forward to next week?
Well, here's what I'm looking forward to. Number 1, again, the Chiefs just working on some of the things that they didn't do well this week. Overall for the year, I hope that some of our key players, some of our major players stay healthy, because we from time to time get hit by the injury bug to some of our key players, and not always there's always the next man up mentality. And so I'm just hoping that some of the key players stay as healthy as possible this year.
There it goes. All right, we'll be on after the Chiefs game, September 15th, after they take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Hopefully we'll be talking about another dub, and that's going to come following directly after the game. So it's probably going to be a lot earlier than it is now. Hopefully I haven't kept you guys up too late, and we can all get up in the morning at the time we're supposed to be. Till the next time, man. Hey, go Chiefs.
Peace.